Good morning, Horizon. This is your midweek message, but I need to start off with an apology saying that I legitimately woke up at 5:30 this morning realizing it is in fact Thursday and not Wednesday. And so I'm sure you guys can relate to the feeling of your days all running together right now. But I apologize that this is a little bit late, but we do have some important updates for you nonetheless. So this is going to be kind of a logistical update rather than an inspirational update, and I just want to walk you through some of the new things that we're going to be doing in terms of in-person services and how you can start attending church during the live stream, and just letting you guys know sort of what to expect over the coming weeks. So this will be short and sweet, but very important for you to listen to. There's a couple of things. One, if you are plugged into a link group, that is going to be your best bet for being invited to some of our in-person services that we're doing during the live stream on Sundays, and just knowing further updates as they come along. Those are going to be passed along through link group leaders for the most part. So if you're plugged into a link group, great. Make sure you're on the lookout for emails from them. What we're hoping to do over the next few weeks and months as we slowly reopen to larger and larger groups of people is to have various link groups invited each Sunday. And for right now, we're going to only invite probably 2 link groups each week, but pretty soon we hope to be on a pretty set rotating schedule. So it'll be like an A-B schedule. You'll know that if you're not invited on one Sunday, you're guaranteed to be invited the next. And you guys can sort of plan ahead, a few weeks ahead. You'll know exactly which weeks you will be invited to come and attend in person. So 2, if you're not plugged into a link group, but you are anxious to get back into being able to worship in person with other people, then please get plugged in. Even if you don't attend a link group, you could still be put on an email list of one. So if there's anyone that you feel comfortable with or connected to at Horizon, and you don't attend a link group, but you would like to become part of one of those email lists, then please reach out to that person. If not, reach out to Ryan Casey, one of our pastors. He can walk you through the various options, and you can also reach out to me at any point, either through Facebook or an email at horizonchurchtowson@gmail.com. You can just ask me to put you on a list, and I'll forward it on to a group. But we want to make sure that everybody who wants an invitation to attend in-person services for the time being, that they get an opportunity to come. And so for future weeks, what you guys are going to see is an email coming from your link group leader. It's going to have 2 important pieces. So this is where I need you guys to really tune in and just give me a minute of your time. The first step is going to be looking at our new seating chart, and it will be all in the email with instructions. But looking at that new seating chart to kind of decide where you prefer to sit, where you're the most comfortable, depending on whether you have family with you or not. And then go into a Google Doc that will also be part of that email, and you're actually going to reserve your seat. We want to do this for a couple of reasons. We want to be able to track who's in the building on any given Sunday, so that if in the event someone was to get sick, we could look back and say, okay, here's everyone who needs to be notified that was in attendance that same week. We don't foresee that happening, but it will be good to just have records. The second reason for it is we want to make sure everybody has seats reserved for them so people don't show up and not have a place to sit, since we're limited to less than 50 people at a time at this point. The second part of that email is also important, and it includes our safety procedures. So we have, in this phase of reopening, we have a lot of safety procedures going on behind the scenes, and we have a lot that we need to ask of you guys, just for everybody's safety and everybody's sake. So please read that document in full. Of course, the main points are if you meet any of those criteria that the CDC have been putting out for people who probably shouldn't be worshiping in person and should worship from home, then please stay home. So that would be if you have a fever, if you're feeling sick, if you're over the age of 65, if you're already immunocompromised. Those types of things are outlined. Also, we are asking everybody 2 and older to wear masks the entire time they're in the building. We have hand sanitizer and different disinfectants available for everybody to use that we'll be providing. So we have a lot going on in our procedures and our protocols that we're following. And so that document will outline it and help ease any concerns or questions you might have about the steps we're taking. So we are so excited, you guys. For the few of us who were there during the trial run on Sunday, it was just an awesome experience to be in the room during live worship and seeing, a sermon delivered from that stage again for the first time in over 3 months, which was just kind of mind-blowing to realize how long it had been. And so I'm anxious for you guys to get to come if you're comfortable with that. Of course, all of this is just an invitation for anyone who is not comfortable yet. We fully understand that. We appreciate that. There is no pressure. We are so excited to be able to have you live stream at 11 a.m. on Sundays. I think that feeling that you're still there during, in real time with us, that's going to be a huge tool to help bring sort of the body back together. And if you can't live stream right at 11 a.m., that's okay too, because we'll still have recorded videos put up the same day on Sundays, and you can just get to it whenever it's more convenient for you. But we're anxious to take these little baby steps and be able to slowly come back together as the body of Christ. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Sundays. Thanks.